Hi, I'm Jonathan Hart, Senior Pastor at Mulder Church. The safety of our young people and the adults that serve them is important to Mulder Church and important to me. The United Methodist Church has established a policy known as Safe Sanctuaries in an effort to protect those young people and the adults that serve them. These are topics that will be addressed in the training video you are about to experience. It not only lays out our policy, but does so in a fashion that I'm told has awarded it an Academy Award and an Emmy nomination. Rolling Stone has named it an instant classic, and historians have noted that this video makes Michelangelo look like an underachiever. I give you the Mulder Church Safe Sanctuaries training video.
Hi, welcome to Mulder Church's Safe Sanctuaries training. I'm Justin.
And I'm Mara. Safe Sanctuaries is an effort for our church to ensure the safety of children, youth, and vulnerable adults at all of our activities on and off campus.
But this is a two-way street. While we're committed to ensuring the safety of all of those mentioned, we are also protecting you, our servants and volunteers, from any false accusation or uncomfortable situation, creating an environment that's safe in both directions.
Speaking of safe,
Safety vest
and hard hats.
And now let's talk about some guiding principles. Our Safe Sanctuaries policy has a series of guiding principles that create a safe environment for everyone.
The first and most important rule is the 2-adult rule. In general, there must be 2 adults whenever anyone is doing activities with students. This eliminates 99.9% of compromising situations.
You could probably say the 2-adult rule is the silver bullet of all the rules.
Probably shouldn't compare a rule to a bullet. You could say it's the Achilles heel of the...
Well, the Achilles heel is more of like a weakness. You could say that the 2-adult rule is the cream in your coffee.
You know I'm not much of a coffee drinker. How about we say it's the Michael Jordan of Safe Sanctuaries policies?
That works. The next principle is avoiding one-on-one situations. There are occasions that this can happen and should be limited as much as possible. And here are some ways to remedy this.
One way we help in one-on-one situations is by using roamers. Anytime when children or youth are being supervised by less than 2 adults, a roamer will be available to check in on their activity. Half doors and doors with windows help create a transparent and safe environment for children and volunteers. When a classroom door does not have a half door or a window, simply prop the door open.
Our next guiding principle is age-appropriate leadership. An adult is defined as a person 19 years and older. No youth under the age of 14 will be put in leadership positions with children. Youth helpers will always be accompanied by an adult staff or volunteer.
Our next principle is about supervision. All children and youth need to be supervised during church activities and programs. All other times, parents are responsible for supervising their children.
Mommy, can I run and scream down the hallway during your Bible study?
Sure, buddy. They just grow up so fast.
Yeah, don't do that. Our last principle is background checks. Adults and youth over the age of 15 are subject to background checks when working with youth and children. Background checks are subject to renewal at any time.
In review, 2-adult rule, avoid one-on-one, and roamers.
Age-appropriate leadership, supervision, and background checks. And now let's talk about a few specific areas. A report of child abuse is made every 10 seconds in the United States. Abuse of any kind will not be tolerated at Mulder Church. By implementing these guiding principles just mentioned, we can help prevent any kind of abuse from occurring.
For example, having 2 adults present can help prevent an incident from escalating to the point where abuse occurs, and lessens the likelihood that an adult will physically abuse a child knowing that a witness is present.
Likewise, age-appropriate leadership ensures that those leaders have the maturity to handle any situation that may arise. The use of appropriate facilities and roamers will add additional eyes and ears and help ensure that children are safe from harm.
Roamers.
Included in our policy is a list of warning signs of child abuse, whether that be physical, sexual, or emotional. We also include warning signs of adults who abuse.
Signs of physical abuse include unexplained injuries such as bruises, burns, or fractures.
Signs of sexual abuse include sexual behavior or knowledge that's inappropriate for children, pregnancy or sexually transmitted infection, or blood in the child's underwear.
Signs of emotional abuse include delayed or inappropriate emotional development, loss of self-confidence or self-esteem, social withdrawal, a lack of interest or enthusiasm, and depression.
We encourage each of you to look over the policy we've handed you and read all the signs and symptoms.
Anyone witnessing abuse of any kind should report that behavior to Mulder Church staff or contact Elmore County Department of Human Resources at this number.
All children, infant through 6th grade, must be signed in at appropriate locations by an authorized adult.
In the event a children's activity concludes sooner than the normal allotted time, volunteers will ensure supervision until an authorized adult can pick up that child. While no policy can completely prevent injury, the implementation of this policy can help limit that injury. All outdoor facilities will be under adult supervision when children are present. A ratio of no more than 15 students per adult with a minimum of how many adults?
When a church parking lot is used for an authorized activity, we'll put out safety cones and we will make sure that there's adult supervision. There will be no authorized children's or youth activities in construction zones without staff approval.
You know, that's too bad, because you could have a serious game of tag or the floor is lava with all the nails and the heavy construction equipment.
No, don't even joke about that.
All of our nursery facilities are surveyed on a regular basis to identify any potential hazards for children or toddlers.
This includes making sure that all outlets are covered, that there are no potential poisons in the area, and that child locks are present and working. And don't be surprised if the child locks work a little too well.
Hey, can you open this for me?
I don't think so.
Parents are responsible to make sure that any child with an infectious disease is not put in a position to spread that disease. Mommy, I don't feel good.
Oh, he's fine. It's just allergies. Volunteers are expected to find appropriate substitutes if they are sick and contagious. CPR and first aid training are offered annually to all of our children's ministry staff. First aid kits and sanitizers are provided in all of the children's ministry areas.
Only individuals pre-approved may drive church vehicles. Properly licensed and insured youth may transport other youth only with the explicit knowledge and permission of all parents involved.
The guiding principle of avoiding one-on-one situations is important in driving instances. In general, no staff or volunteer will drive a single student anywhere without another adult present. Lastly, there are occasions where permission slips will be taken and authority will be given to a staff member. These forms allow leadership to make decisions about medical emergencies, providing alternate contacts and specifying authorized pickup persons, or informing staff of medical emergencies, allergies, and dietary needs. When a church parking lot is used for an authorized activity, we'll put out safety cones and we will make sure that there's adult supervision.
That just about does it for us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for participating in this training. Without you, this church could not do all that it does.
And thank you for your dedication to serving and your dedication to seeing young people grow closer to Jesus.
Jonathan, back to you.
That was it. That was the one Academy Award, Emmy nomination. Y'all were gone for 3 days. This is what you were working on. Willie, did you help them with this? I'm never turning y'all loose on a project again. I will be there. I will oversee it. In all seriousness, thank you so much for participating in this training. We hope the video was both accessible in content and entertaining. Thank you for being willing to make the safety of our young people and our vulnerable adults who serve them a priority. God bless you.